Peace, family, peace. Long time no see. It's me, Ohima, Divine. It's been a while. But, I come on when I'm called to come on. I stopped posting for a while because I just really couldn't see the reason for it. I'm not a big social media person. I'm an in-person person. So I fell back. I decided to not post any readings. I decided to not channel any messages. I decided to just not, right? And anybody who knows me or has received readings from me leading up to all of this, if you were paying attention, I told you all this was coming, right? Not so much the ban per se, but some things that were involving TikTok and boom and blowing up things and, time. TikTok, boom, time is up, time for a reset, time is an illusion, all of that. So everybody's all, oh no, TikTok, what am I going to do? Get a life, right? Get a damn life. The world is over. It's time for a reset, right? Redo your life. Right? That's my message to you. I haven't pulled any cards yet, but as I was resting, laying down to rest last night, Spirit told me, yeah, it's over. You've been dead. You just didn't realize you were dead, and you would think you were living this whole entire time, but what it was people were missing you, and they were calling out your name. So when they called out your name, you showed up, and you think you were showing up in real life, but actually they were visiting you in the spiritual realm. How do you like that for revelation, right? I've been dead for 15 years, and I was not willing to accept it, but it's a reset. And if you're willing to reset and let go and move forward, then the little Men in Black thing happens, right? And you get a brand new life, a Willy Wonka effect. You get to create the life you want, a life that is edible, right? You could just eat it up and love every bit of it. Do that, okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to pull from 3 decks. The first deck I'm going to use is my Dragon Tarot deck. I've already pre-cleansed all the energy and asked for only the collective energy to come in. I didn't take out these ones. My bad. As you can see, I told y'all, I have not been entertaining my cards as much as I should because I felt like I got sick of all the abundance, manifest this, prosperity, that. I mean, it's all about the spirit. It's the spirituality, right? There we go. What's that? What we got here? The Star. But it came out in reverse, right? What other message do we have for the collective? That flipped over in case y'all didn't see that or not. What is that? The 4 of Wands. So we got the Star in reverse, the 4 of Wands in the upright. What other message is there for the collective? I don't think all of that was for us. So let me draw that back in. And after I tell the cards, if it's meant, bring it around again, right? You draw that back in. If it's meant, bring it around again. So right now we're looking at the Star. We're looking at the 4 of Wands, right? All right, so let's get into these 2. The Star in reverse. Be the star. You are the star. Reach for the stars. Chase the stars. Whatever you desire. It's your world. You can create it however you want, right? Just do it. Stop seeking it. Just be it, right? The Star in reverse. A false sense of security. Ha! Let's get into that. A false sense of security, right? Y'all think y'all are secure in what you got going on in your life, but anything can be snatched out from up under you at any given second. And if you think your money is secure, well, that's a whole nother subject, right? Because there is no money, which leads us to the next card, the 4 of Wands in the upright. 4 of Wands. Let's talk about the 4 elements first and foremost. How 4 is all about community, stability, things of that nature. Wands is all about your emotions. Not your emotions like in the cup sense, but like emotionally, mentally. The Wands is the air element, like your thoughts, your processes. What are you dreaming about? How are you putting it into action, right? So let's get into it. The Four of Wands. I haven't done this in a while, y'all. Working with others towards a common purpose. All right. This is why I didn't want to do this. This is why I didn't want to do this reading, right? Because I've been saying this for some years. It's about unity and coming together as one. We're all out here bickering over religion still, over politics still, over who's the Israelites, who's God's chosen people. In case y'all not paying attention, I don't think God has any favorites, right? But I digress. Coming together as one is the purpose, right? We have no rights. We have no freedoms still. And we're not even recognizing that. And then those of us who have come across the knowledge are still trying to get something from people that they don't have, right? The gatekeepers who come across the knowledge and that we're sharing an extreme amount of knowledge all across TikTok. We're charging people for the knowledge. But what are you charging them when you know there's actually no real currency circulating in America? In 1933, President Roosevelt made it illegal for anyone in America to hold on to their gold or silver, right? We all know the American dollar is not backed by anything but a fake promise, a promise that cannot be upheld, right? Once people get their full awareness, and too much awareness is going around on TikTok. How to break the code, how to exit the matrix, how to really be free. They don't want that. They want paper soldiers, paper slaves. Slavery has been effective. It has never ended. Slavery has never ended. Slavery has still 100% been in effect. But y'all are a slave to the dollar, to the idea of wealth. You're just slaves to the idea of wealth, right? Who said that you're supposed to always attain to have more and more and more, right? Just because we're promised an abundant life doesn't mean that the life we were given wasn't abundant already, right? That's where greed and all of that comes in. But more, let's talk about that, right? The mores, being more, having more, doing more. You are the more that you're seeking. You are already it. I'm not a practitioner of the Bible, but I have read it and I've accepted what resonates as truth, and what didn't resonate as truth, I let it go. But I have come across a lot of books throughout my lifetime. I love to read, and I like to take on other people's perspective of things they have read, right? So I try to receive things always with an open mind. I don't like to use the word try. I operate with an open mind to receive what others want to share with me. How about that? So with that being said, it's nice to have books as a reference, but the only way to really know truth for yourself is to go within, right? To go within and talk directly to the source, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. Everybody can read the same exact book and they're all going to get different interpretations of it. It's not meant to be interpreted the same for everyone. That's why everyone has their own individual path, right? This is the surrender deck. What do we need to surrender to as a collective? Because I'm tired of y'all collectively. I'm tired of everybody. I'm so glad this happened with TikTok. Not because I don't appreciate the wealth of knowledge that TikTok allowed us to share, but it's just to show you all how caught up y'all are in and what other people got going on. Y'all don't even want to deal with your own lives, that as soon as you got something taken away to distract you from dealing with yourself, and you're like, oh no, now vices, you know what I'm saying? Addictions, all those kinds of things. Excuse me. Ow. Ow. Hit that one on the head, right? Surrender to wonder and awe. Get back outside in nature, right? Stop living in fear. And instead of living in fear, be fearless and create the world that you want to see. When people come to me and they say, oh, did you hear about this negative thing? Did you hear about that negative thing? I said, no, I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the news, because there's nothing but negativity in the news, right? You can create it however you want. I hear things that say, you know what, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's not my reality. I choose not to participate in that timeline. You have a choice in which you give your energy to. What are you feeding your soul, right? Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow, right? If you're feeling stuck, stagnant, get outside. Stop trying to force things. Allow things to just flow to you. When you decide to just be still and say, you know what, I surrender, source, I surrender. I surrender to whatever you have for me, not what I want for me, but I surrender to what you have for me. Once you do that, you put yourself in a position to be divinely aligned with everything you desire. You know, when people come to me and say, how can I get into the mode of this? Or I'm trying to make sure I'm doing what God really wants me to do. If you really knew God, you wouldn't be so confused, right? Everything you desire is already yours in another parallel universe. Nothing is separate, right? But it's our ideal of what we think we don't have that makes us run around in circles when we already have everything. And you would just be still, be thankful for everything you already have. You will start to see your desires chase you, right? You change the energy. I love you all. And I will be continuing to stay detached from social media. But like I said, Spirit was really, really on me to post to something today. And I don't even know if I posted enough because I'm so tired. I've been giving these messages for the last 15 years, right? If you go back to my old YouTube channel, or it might be on this one because I don't know which one. I have two YouTube channels. I don't know which one I'm going to post this on. But if you go back and watch some of my older YouTube videos, I've been on this shit, warning y'all about things, right? That Spirit gave to me because people don't see me as a spiritual practitioner. They just see me as somebody who sits at home most of the time and consumes herbs all day. But I'm enlightened, and you don't have to agree with how enlightened I am. I'm just being obedient to my spirit, which is what we are all called to do. And because I'm not in a particular building, doesn't mean I'm not building, right? I love you all, but there's nobody coming to save you. You have to do it for yourself, and you have to detach from the outcomes of things. Don't live in fear. If you see something that looks fearful on TV, just give gratitude, right? If you hear about something close by that somebody died a few blocks up the street, amen. I'm alive and I'm grateful, right? Whatever that meant for that family, that person, whatever, we don't really know what death is. So why are we so fearful of it? Right? We're fearful of things we don't know about. Just think about us as a people. These peoples, because you can't say certain things and stuff. Think about how fearful people are of us because they don't know anything about us except for the negative that has been put into propaganda and all of that. Everything associated with us is bad, negative, whatever. But in the beginning, there was darkness. I'm gonna just leave it there. In the beginning, there was darkness. And in the end, there will be darkness. So, what do you think it's really all about? The light is the illusion. Hello. Hello. Boop. The light is the illusion. Boop. Darkness. Come to the dark side. With that being said, I'm bored with y'all. Universe, I did my part for the day. May I please get back to my little Wayne? I have a message. I have a message. I have a message. I have a message. I'll post that at a later time, though. But just know, I got the greatest birthday gift ever from the universe. And I'm going to post about it in a second. Little Wayne! If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. Reincarnated, I'm stargating. Life goes on, and it all my baby.